Alright, hi folks, Elmonzo here again. Okay, so I ran into a problem. In part two of these videos, I made mention of an extrusion defect in the stock material I received. I didn't think much of it, and it came back to bite me in the butt. Basically, the material was out of round, which I didn't know. I sanded it, and it looked good, but then when I went to put some of the cores, I started working on machining the cores, they weren't inserting into the outer housing. And that's when I started checking them with a set of calipers and realized I had a problem. Let me show you. The specifications on these things and the tolerances are very, very precise, and they can't be out. But so let me see, and this will be hard to do. I have to look at the screen while I'm doing this. But so if I throw a set of calipers on here, oops, I say, oh yeah, okay, 1/2 inch. Not a problem. Unfortunately, it is. You can see the needle going up. That's out of round. And it seems to vary depending upon where I take the measurement. Some of these are out of round by about 3/1000ths of an inch. I can actually feel it catching as I rotate this. So yeah, these are bad. These will not work. I've already started sand. I used a known good piece of material now that is nice and round, and you can now see that within a 1/2,000th or so that is perfectly round. Okay, and it's right at my target value, which is at about 0.499. Now, what I decided to do is, instead of guessing, and to make it easier, is I made a standard. Basically a go, no-go gauge. So when I sanded my new stock down, and I have to put, half in, sand half, flip it around, sand the other half, and again, started with 80 grit sandpaper, made about 2 passes, went up to 400 grit, then 1000 grit, and this was machined. This hole was made with the ball end mill, so it's going to be identical in diameter to the outer housings, and it is a tight fit, but there we go. Sometimes just the smallest speck of material, but that's what I want. So I know that this, when I cut it into all these tiny little pieces, it's going to fit inside of the outer housings. So there you have it. Yeah, I went back and checked because I knew I had cut from 2 separate pieces, one being the bad one, another half of one being good, and managed. I had to go through and measure each one, and so I have 42 good ones, and the rest are all defective. So if anybody needs some 3/4 inch ish long, 1/2 inch diameter ish aluminum, let me know. Because they're of no practical use now. Alright, so that's about it. That's one thing to be careful of. And actually, let me show you what I'm talking about here while I'm thinking about it. Let me see. Okay, so this is one of the ones I started doing to test it out and make sure. But these cores have to fit very precisely into here, into the outer housings. Okay. because during the fabrication process I need to be able to pop these things back out with a pick like this through a small hole in the side. And of course, if they are basically press fit in there, forced in there, there's no way to get them back out of there, and they come back out with relatively little force. So yeah, that's long and short of it. So all right, that's about it. Bye for now.